Hello and welcome back to Diecast Madness. This week's episode is dedicated to Hot Wheels Mercedes. Got a lot of cool castings to show you from the 90s, this old Corgi one, some really cool airs. So don't go away because we're starting right now. Alright, so the first one we're going to take a look at is Mercedes-Benz Unimog. This one is designed by Larry Wood and was released from 1991 to 2001. The first year release is this white one, number 158. His Castrol research team is a white cab and a red bottom. It's real neat, you can see in the back of this thing. And it has a metal base. And this next one is from a 1993. It's number 239. It's got the camo paint on it and it looks like a carrier for troops. It's got the same clear windshield on it, same metal base. The bottom is a part of interior. You can see a little gas tank on the side. This time the wheels are white and the base is the color of the interior. And the back of the card of this one is pretty cool. Features some other models from 1992, including this Bywayman and the 56 Flash Slider, which are ever so popular. I'm sure you guys also remember the Goodyear blimp, so it's a pretty good year. Next up, we got a pair of these Mercedes 380 SEL. And this casting was released from 1982 through 1999. The first one is number 184. It's from 1991. It has metallic Spectra Flame blue paint, a yellow interior. This one features a metal base, and this one is actually a one rivet variation of the casting. Has silver super hot wheels. It also has clear windshield. I believe it's a 1991 release based on the card, but the Hot Wheels wiki is telling me it's a 1992. The grille is a part of the base that gives it a really cool look from the front. And since this thing only has one rivet, the base clips in the casting, creating the license plate effect, which is really awesome. And this metal flake dark red is number 253. The back of the card says 1991. However, Hot Wheels Wiki claims that it being 1994. So you guys please let me know in the comments who's right, the blister or the wiki, or if you know anything about it. This time it has a tan interior and the base also wraps around to form a grille. However, the major difference on this one is that it has two rivets instead of one, and it no longer has a metal plate as a part of the base. Other than that, there's no changes in the base or the casting. Now this one is really cool. It's a Mercedes-Benz 500 SL. It was produced by Hot Wheels from 1994 through 1997, but this is actually an ex-Corgi casting. It's based on an 89 Mercedes-Benz R and it was sold as a 500 SL. Mattel acquired Corgi in 1989, but it took about 5 years for this model to come out in its main line under the Hot Wheels brand. This one is gray, it has red interior, it has a detailed front end. You can clearly see the Mercedes logo. This thing has mirrors, which you don't really see from Hot Wheels. A really nice detail on the license plates, front and back. It has tempoed on tail lights. Sports a black metal base. So all the way around, this thing is pretty awesome. It only came out in a few different variations and it often confused with this one. This one is Mercedes SL, also released in their later years as a Mercedes 500 SL. It was designed by Larry Wood and produced from 1991 to 2003. In 91 is released only internationally, but in 95 we see it as US first year release in red, after which it went through about a dozen different recolors. This one sports super hot wheels. It has a separate chrome insert for the grille and headlight piece, but it sports a plastic base. It has absolutely no template on details except license plates, a tan interior, and a clear windshield piece. And this thing doesn't have a driver floor. But we do see the mirrors on this casting. And here's a quick look at the back of the card. And this green 3-spoke variation is from 1998. It has a black base on the bottom, and with this difference in color you can actually see how high the base comes up on this casting. This time it has a gold insert for the grille piece, same tan interior with no floors, and although it doesn't support a license plate in the back anymore, it has tempos on the side and on the hood, this time featuring tinted windshield. Produced between 1997 and 2003 is a Mercedes-Benz C-Class. It was designed by Dave Wise and came through 7 different variations, and I got half to show you right here. First edition is in black with gold snowflake wheels on it. It has a Mercedes-Benz tempo on the side along with number 3. It also has the same 3 on the roof of the car. It has a gray interior, a clear windshield, and although this thing doesn't have tempoed on headlights, the casting detail is great. No taillight tempos as well, but you can see the cage through the windshield. This one has gray plastic base. The 98 variation is in Hot Wheels Racing Deco. It's in trademark blue with the 5-spoke wheels. It has a Hot Wheels tempo with number 1 on the hood. And it's the same old logo that you see on the front of the blister. Again, no headlight or tempo details, and this one has a black base. You can see the cage in this one pretty clearly. This one is from '99, it's yellow with red interior, features silver snowflake wheels, and no tempos other than Hot Wheels on a rear quarter. It's a beautiful casting. I just really wish they did some headlight and taillight details. You can really see the aggressive roll cage bars inside this thing. The 2000 variation is in red with the same black base and the black interior, and guys, the interior and the base are separate pieces. It has a 5H wheels, same Hot Wheels tempo on the rear quarter, and no other notable changes. Now this one's kinda cool. It's a Mercedes SLK. It was produced between 1998 and 2001. And what I got here is a couple of variation and an error. All three have a color variations. All three are '98 first edition yellow ones. However, the middle one has been made in Malaysia, and the one on the left is the one from India. The one made in India is a little bit brighter, and when we put both Indian castings next to each other, you can see quite a difference. And I believe this one's a paint mixing error because the tint is nowhere close to the other two. They all have tinted windshield and 5-dot wheels, cream colored interior. The headlights are part of the windshield as well. Double riveted metal base. It has a Hot Wheels tempo on the rear quarter, and it has a compressor tempo on the fender in the front. The door handle is detailed in black, and all around this thing is a great casting. Good detail on the back, but again no tempos. A quick look at the back of the car reveals some history that back in '98 Hot Wheels had a birthday club where you can get a free car. That must have been pretty cool. And based on Le Mans cars, a Mercedes CLK-LM. This one was produced between 1999 and 2003. The casting itself was designed by Mark Jones and only came out in 4 different variations. First year edition is a pearl light gray. It doesn't sport any tempos except Hot Wheels on the rear spoiler. The spoiler itself is plastic. It's got golden snowflake wheels and a black plastic base. The front lip is a part of the base giving an aggressive look, but it's pretty plain Jane other than that. The following year we see it in this beautiful red. This time the wheels are silver. It has the same black spoiler with the same silver tempo of Hot Wheels. As a matter of fact, there's no notable changes other than that. In 2002 they released the Metal Flake Burgundy one, and in 2003 Pride Ride's metallic blue one. Now this one is kind of fun. It's got red wheels, a flame tempo on the side and on the hood. This time no Hot Wheels tempo on the spoiler. It's got a tinted windshield this time, or some people like to call it smoked. And in my opinion, this is by far the best variation of the casting. Thinking about cracking this one open and putting some details on it. What do you guys think? And you gotta love this. It's a Blings G-Wagon, Mercedes-Benz G500. It's only been released in a handful of different variations, and this is the first year edition. It is in Metal Flake Silver and Metal Flake Red, but this red looks almost like purple. It's got the big Blings wheels on it. The chrome is part of the base is plastic, and it's got a really cool detail in the back of the spare tire cover. Other than that, it has no tempos, but it has this awesome sunroof and a tinted windshield. It has a chrome step on the bottom, which is part of the base, and the bumper in the back is also the part of the base. The casting itself has not been discontinued, but it has not been seen since 2006. And you know what the best thing about it all is? I will be giving away some of the cars featured on this channel every time I hit a subscriber milestone. So if you haven't yet, you might want to hit that button. And perhaps share the video with your friends so we can get there faster. In the meanwhile, you can check out some of the other videos in my collection. And as always, I'll see you next time on Diecast Madness.